Good morning, my dear friends. My topic is meaning of counseling, difference between guidance and counseling, and the final thing is aims and objectives of counseling. Before moving into the slides, let us see the synopsis of these topics. The first one is an introduction, the second one is a meaning of counseling, third one is a difference between guidance and counseling, fourth one is aims and objectives of counseling, and the final one is the conclusion. Now, with this synopsis, let's move inside the topic. The first one is a introduction. We all know that guidance and counseling are a twin concepts. That's what we people often confuse between these two terms. That is, we often use the term guidance instead of counseling and counseling instead of guidance. But what is the actual reason is, though they are the twin concepts, these guidance and counseling are not a synonymous terms. Let's see what is what. Counseling is a part of guidance. Okay, now let us see guidance in an elaborate manner and later the counseling. Now let's move to guidance. Guidance means to indicate, to point out, show the way, lead out, or direct. That is, from this we can know that guidance is something that just gives solution by identifying the outline of a problem. Now let's move to counseling. Counseling is a specialized service of guidance. It is a specialized service. It is a process of helping individuals to know or learn more about themselves, their present contribution to the society. Here, the actually what is our job of counseling is it should make an individual to learn more about themselves. If someone asks what is you or say something about yourselves, we people often go for a job or our name. We don't if they are asking what is a good habit in you or list out the bad habits in you, we people often struggle. That is because we people doesn't know about ourselves. So this counseling help us to know what is ourselves and what is our contribution to the society. And that is, I am living in a society and what is my contribution towards my society. This is the areas which the counseling would cover. Now let's move on to the next slide. That is the meaning of counseling. In counseling, a client discusses freely with the counselor or a therapist. In counseling, the most common term used to describe the counselor is a therapist. Here, the client expresses their emotions, fears, and problems to the counselor. Wholeheartedly, without hiding anything, the client expresses their emotions, fears, and problems to the counselor. Here, again, the discussion between the client as well as the counselor is often in a confidential environment. Here, I have to say that in guidance, this situation doesn't happen because the guidance is given to a huge group. The counseling is entirely opposite to this process. Counseling digs into the root of the problems before identifying the potential solution. That is, before giving a solution for a client, the counselor has to go in deep and analyze the depth and the root cause of the problem. The the counselor's works to help the client view the life in a positive viewpoint. Maximum, the people who are coming for counseling will always see everything in a negative perspective. That's what they are coming for in counseling. So the duty of a counselor is to make his or her client to think in a positive viewpoint. The next slide is the difference between the guidance and counseling. Guidance, it is preventive. That is, before you are going into some job or some choosing your education, you should opt for a guidance. So it helps you to prevent yourself before getting into a problem. On the other hand, counseling is curative. That is, from the term it is very clear that once you have fallen or get into a problem, you should opt for counseling so that the counselor give you an curative measures. The next point is very clear that you may seek guidance before choosing a career, and you seek counseling to have a problematic marriage. That is, after a marriage, to solve this problematic situation, you opt for counseling. Guidance uses an external approach to tackle the issue, whereas the counseling uses an in-depth approach to establish the root cause of the problem before tackling it. That is, the guidance just go for an outline issues and gives a solution, whereas the counseling goes into an in-depth problem and then gives a solution. Guidance is the best approach for tackling educational and career problems. That is, the guidance is one best way of guiding the client, but where it is much possible is in the process of education or a career problems. Whereas counseling is best employed in tackling socio-psychological or other personal problems. To give guidance, the guide doesn't want any proper training, but whereas in counseling, the people who have been trained professionally to handle the psychological problems should be a therapist or a counselor. Only then they can make only then they can find the root cause of the problem and give them a potential solution. One who are not properly trained for this specific area is called as guide. They are suitable for giving guidance. In guidance, confidentiality is not at all guaranteed because it is conducted to an individual or a group. Before opting for an education, that is, before choosing a college, a person from a college comes on, gives a speech to a huge group. But whereas in counseling, you are guaranteed confidentiality since the session is always an one-to-one. There is a counselor or a therapist, and the next person will be the client alone. There is no other person to be interfered between these two. Guidance provide a ready answers and decisions for our clients. Whenever you are going for a guidance, they will be saying that if you go for this college, your future will be like this, and there is a campus selection, so on. They will be giving some ready answers. Whereas in counseling, the individual create the most appropriate solution to tackle an issue. It may be a quite long process. First of all, the client says what is a problem in his or her personal life. The counselor digs up into the root cause of the problem, analyzes the problem, and gives a potential solution. So there is a long process to give this potential solution. The face-to-face relation is not essential in guidance. It can be given to a huge group. If you want the guidance, you can take it, or you need not. But whereas in counseling, the face-to-face direct relationship is essential one. Only then the counselor or a therapist can clearly understand the client's problem. Now, we are moving into the last session, that is aims and objectives of counseling. Now let's see what is the aim of counseling. The aim of counseling is to make the client understand oneself. Then to make impersonal decisions, then setting an achievement goals which enhances the growth. The client should always, not only the client, all the people should fix an achievable goal. Only then it can enhances the growth. You cannot say that I would become a bird and I want to fly. You cannot say that. You can keep an achievable goal as I have to travel in a flight. That is an achievable goal. You cannot turn into a bird. Okay. Then planning in the present to bring out the desired future. Have to plan in present. You should not be daydreaming, but you have to be planned. You should make a proper schedule to bring out the desired future. Effective solution to personal and interpersonal problems to make a better solutions. Coping up with difficult situation. Life is not always the bed of roses. There is also a thorns to be crossed. So you have to build up an ability to cope up with the difficult situation. Controlling self-defeating emotions. There will also be a provoking negative thoughts in every humans. So you have to control such self-defeating emotions. Then you have to acquire an effective transition skill. Then the objectives of counseling are as follows. The objectives of counseling is to assist the client in exploring their problems and guide them to solution. The therapist or a counselor has to explore their problem and guide them to solution. Only for getting the solution, these people are coming for counseling. The counselor or a therapist should reduce the worry, anxiety or other negative emotions of the people. People in the sense their clients. To guide clients in their recovery from an adaptation to difficult situations. Developing the ability to make wise and realistic situation. So, lifelong there cannot be a person who should be counseling or guiding you. No. What is the duty of a good counselor is, once he or she is giving a counseling to a client, they should make their client to take their own decision during their life process. That is to say, once the person, that is the client, is recovered from the difficult situation, the duty of the counselor is to build up confidence in their mind, so that if there is no counselor in their life, they itself should be act them as a counselor and make decision for their life, altering their own behavior to produce desirable decisions. They should change their personality. They should be, if they are a pessimistic person, they should turn themselves to be an optimist to tackle the life situation. Finally, we are moving to our concluding slide. So, to conclude, can say that through these many slides, we can clearly understood the difference between the guidance and counseling. So, now we can say that both the guidance and counseling aims at solving the problem. But, however, guidance main aim is giving a solution, whereas on the other hand, counseling focuses on finding the problems, working on them before finding a solution. Through numerous methods such as therapy, psychotherapy, etc. That is, guidance gives a ready answers. Counseling take a process to give a potential solution. I hope that you people have clearly understood the difference between guidance and counseling. Thank you.